Mike Chirica from the law office of Mike Chirica. This afternoon we're going to focus on buy-sell agreements, one of the cornerstone documents for small to mid-sized closely held businesses. Right now we're going through income tax season, and many of our clients, our corporate clients, are looking back at last year to see what their performance was, what kind of taxes they're paying, and they're looking now to us as their financial advisors for the current year. What's the outlook as far as profitability? What kind of taxes are we facing? And where are they at in their corporate life? Are they a business startup? Are they at midlife? Or are we talking to somebody that may be getting ready for an exit strategy as they are getting either ready to retire or to move on to something else? Maybe you're fortunate enough to have what we call a serial entrepreneur who likes to start a business and move on to something else after 5 to 7 years. So whatever type of corporate entity you're dealing with or wherever the partner is at this time in their life, they really need to have a contingency plan in place. And that's what a buy-sell agreement provides for them. If they're a startup, they may not have a lot of value in the company. They may not have a lot of income coming out of it yet, but it has a lot of value to them. That they put their heart and soul into doing this, maybe a lot of their personal assets, and they need to get something out of it for their family if something happens to them. As the corporation gets bigger, as it gets more valuable, depending on where they are, whether it's midlife or they're getting ready for an exit strategy, it takes on a whole new life of its own. Maybe more value, maybe more or less liquidity, depending on where they're at. They may have a number of partners at this point, and they may all have different perspectives. So you really need to sit down, and it's not a custom. It should be a customized document. It shouldn't be something that you just pull off of the shelf. Each partner or each owner is going to have a different perspective. They may be at a different point in their life. They may be looking for different things out of the company. They may or may not have children who are potential successors for the company as owners. They may or may not be a key employee in the company. They may just be a passive investor who can leave at any point, or they may be a key employee who this is their life, and they intend to stay on forever, in their mind anyway. So the buy-sell agreement really needs to look at each shareholder individually, and it really needs to look at key events. What if they die is always one that you have to look at right up front. Somebody passes away, they're an owner. How are they going to get paid, or how's their estate going to get paid? How is it going to be funded or not funded? And what is the value, which is a critical component for a buy-sell agreement, something that should be updated at least annually. Other events they need to look at, what if they become disabled? And we're really looking at mental disability, not physical. They're no longer able to carry out their role in the corporation, whether that's an active employee, a member of the board of directors, or as a funding vehicle for the corporation. If they become mentally disabled, that may hinder their role, and the other shareholders may want to buy them out at that point. What happens if they are an employee and you get the awkward situation where they need to be terminated? Maybe they've committed an act that goes against their fiduciary responsibilities. You really want to have a document that says that you have the right to terminate them under those circumstances, and you probably don't want to pay them full value at that point if they've done something wrong that might have hurt the value of the corporation. Other events to look at might be a divorce, it might be bankruptcy, or some other type of involuntary termination, or it may just be that they're ready to retire and move on to something else. All of these are different trigger events that you have to look at individually for each shareholder or each partner, and all of them may have a different valuation component. Funding, again, is a problem in many corporations, especially closely held. Death can usually be provided for through life insurance, but others may require a combination of some funding through the corporation as well as some type of a payment term. How long are you going to pay them out over? What would be the payments per month? And how's that going to be secured? if the company is growing and it's going to need additional capital after the person leaves, they're going to want to make sure that not only are they promised a payment, but that there's something there to back that up. So as you're discussing the year-end events with your clients, taxes, check and make sure that they have their contingency plan in place. It's a great opportunity for the team of advisors to get together and review not only how the business itself is doing, but where is the business in the owner's life? What does it mean for them at this stage in their life and over the next couple of years as they make their plans? If you have an opportunity to be involved in a buy-sell agreement, or if you have any questions on any of these matters, please feel free to give me a call at 717-232-4701, or take a look at our website at www.cherucalaw.com.